Hey everybody, this is Corey Salty True Floyd. Today on the Geek Report, we've got a brand new DeLorean. For some reason, another live action adaptation from a Netflix anime. And there's a great lineup of anime coming out for the rest of the year and into next year. This is the Geek Report. Hey everybody, this is Corey Salty Floyd. This is the Geek Report. I'm gonna start off right over here with my co-pilot, the man in the shadows, Demon Engine.
Everything is spinning. Hi, everybody.
Puff puff pass, not puff 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 puff. meanwhile,
All these squares make a circle.
meanwhile, other 215 residents, Thicky Smalls, aka Dev, representing the
Hey,
International Black Fire Club,
hey.
and now I'm so happy. One of our Amerime Media fans from day one, Kika the ATX model,
Hey guys. Hey.
and she's coming in from hot Texas.
Oh,
Oof.
for
Apparently,
real.
apparently she's hanging out with us right before she goes to see the Multiverse of Madness. So no one spoil it.
Yes, yes. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
Look at you, demon.
What?
Called you out.
No spoiling.
I'm not going to spoil anything.
All right.
Just that, as further analysis between my D&D campaign, I may be the red flag. I've come to this realization.
Oh my goodness. Of course we're gonna talk about a bunch of geek news from around the world. And where are we starting off, Demon? Okay, right. A four-seater DeLorean has been revealed. The car that no one really asked for. Mind you, the original was definitely a failure, but Back to the Future made it a collector's item. So, I mean, I don't like.
I'm
Who's?
not gonna lie, I kind of want it. I'm just too poor.
I mean,
Yo, when I got the little thing where you was telling me about the topics and this was one of them, I honestly thought the first thing that you just said, who the hell asked for this? Where did this come from? No one has been talking about this. Why did they do it?
I don't know. Weirdly, I would have thought this was something Elon Musk would have had at his next Tesla presentation. I could.
Exactly. That's what I
No, no, it don't look like Elon Musk. The last few things that he showed off look more like low polygons.
Yo, all right. The Cybertruck looks weird, but that joint built tough.
But I'm not gonna lie. If I had this, I'm going everywhere I'm going. It's going to be in cyberpunk attire.
Fair
I
enough.
wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think I'd want it.
I
I think it's ugly.
need it in black.
Of
Yeah,
course, of course.
that'd make it a little bit better.
Yeah, definitely. And you know they're making it in San Antonio, so it's gonna be a Texas-made vehicle.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So
Basically, the tank.
I'm not gonna be able to afford it, but
Man,
here's
no,
hoping I get to test drive one, maybe.
knowing you probably going to end up being on the cover of the car for some photo shoot.
You know what? I'm gonna throw a little bit more nerd onto it. Make it all black and take the red light from Kit and throw it in the front.
Oh, so we just going double 80s it up. Okay.
Yup.
Huh? I like that. I like that. I like that.
All
I
right.
fucks with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently a group of Sonic fans are looking forward to bringing back the classic 90s cartoon. Now, let me be
Listen,
clear.
I
Let me be
want this.
clear. There was two '90s Sonic cartoons.
Oh
There
no.
was There was Sonic AM, and then there was the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Hmm.
Saturday AM was the one with the hardcore theme song, and that's the one that they're planning on bringing back.
I am okay with this.
Yeah.
I want this. I'm okay
I'm
with
here
this.
for it. I'm here for
Yeah.
it.
I want Jaleel White to come back as Sonic, though.
Yes. If he's not working on his weed company.
That Purple Urkel.
There you go.
I mean, who said he can't do both?
Right.
You right.
Right.
You right. I'm just thinking, like, if I was running a weed company, though, I wouldn't be able to do both. I'd be high all the time.
I'm pretty sure you can be high and voice a cartoon character.
I'm sure some good
I
things will
can't.
come out of that.
I want a whole bunch of
You right. You
sayings
right.
based off Sonic characters, if that's the case.
I couldn't do it, but someone else probably could.
I just can't imagine Sonic as a pothead because everything about him screams cocaine.
Yo, him chilling with Shadow, talking about roll up some more of that chaos control.
Now,
Oh shit.
now Knuckles, yeah, I could see Knuckles burning one, going to go play soccer since he always rocking cleats.
Yep, that's my nigga right there. Can we just talk about how awesome he was in this last movie with Idris Elba playing him? It was perfection.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, it was either gonna be Idris Elba or Jason Momoa.
I think Idris did a perfect job. I laughed the entire time.
And you know what, we're gonna bring Dev back just to talk about the state of video game movies because, side note, out of all the video game adaptations right now, somehow Sonic the Hedgehog is the most financially successful one.
Right? I never, if you would have told me this shit probably the early 2000s, if you'd have said, listen, we'll get like a live action Tekken, we'll get a live action Death Note, we'll get a live action Metal, and then we'll get a live action Sonic. But out of all of those, and DBZ, Sonic is the one that's going to do well. I'd probably be like, yo, you fucking tripping. What were you
No.
smoking today? I need
No, I believe
But
it.
we'll get to that. We're gonna bring her back and we're gonna talk about that. Let's move on to the next one. Now,
Oh shit!
now I love what Star Wars is supposed to be, and Star Wars Visions knew the assignment. I could not we have a whole podcast about this. Please check it out. But they've announced a season 2. Pretty much, Kathleen Kennedy has stepped away and is letting anime studios do their own thing, and it's been hands down the best thing in original ideas.
Listen,
Coming back though.
I just fell in love with Star Wars last year. Deadass. Like, a friend of mine is a big fan. I fell in love with it last year. Started watching it. I'm still catching up on a lot. Anything with Star Wars stamped on it, I'm fucking here for it. I'm here for it.
Well,
Forget it.
well, there's gonna be some good, there's gonna be some bad, and there's gonna be some.
So ugly.
I can't really speak on it because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm hearing nothing but good things.
Please check out Star Wars Visions. It's an anthology piece. Each cartoon is its own Star Wars story. It's done in its own way. It has a lot of heart. But season 2, I'm all for it. I could wait for that. Spring 2023.
It's not that far.
Yeah.
Not that far at all.
At all.
Let's roll to the next. All right, I had to troll this one in here.
So wrong for that.
This was fucked up.
I love it.
Of course, y'all. I got to throw things in there just to laugh because William Dafoe as Green Goblin and Spider-Man. Oh my goodness!
Why everybody keep calling this poor man William?
William, well, listen. I'm gonna call him through the fucking wall. That's what. Yo,
Lord have mercy.
no,
But, yeah, this is fucked up.
but yo,
If it,
the most
wasn't-
intimidating villain in all of these films had the least amount of CGI, and you could see his face all the time.
And the corniest name too.
No.
But serving up hands.
All
if
day.
it wasn't
Hands,
for
feet,
the other
elbows.
Spideys, that would have been the start of the villain art for Spider.
Yo,
Someone says to you, you're strong enough to have it all, too weak to take it, before laying hands on you.
it was a lot of black.
Like, yeah, no.
Yo, do you think there was black Air Force activity, Demon?
Across the board,
There was definitely black Air Force activity.
he whipped that little boy's ass from the windows to
To
the
the
goddamn
Damn
wall.
wall.
With Lizard on the assist.
Oh my goodness. All right, next one.
That's my new
All
favorite
right.
holiday.
We don't
So-
need this.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I think the Tiger Bunny anime is fine.
Yes,
It's-
that and the manga is great.
Yeah, it's cool. But I mean,
We
I
don't
don't
need this.
Why?
We don't need it. No one asked for this.
I feel like this is somebody who I feel like whoever's behind the scenes with this, they've got like someone important's ear, because I don't see any crowds yelling for this.
No,
Mm-mm.
not at all.
Like there must be some sort of weird, I don't know. I
It's a hard pass for me.
Right? Can we get
Yeah.
can we get these
Let's-
people to work on like another season of what was it? The Sailor Moon remake? Like, can we get that going? Fuck this.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
well, guys, this first off, this is Netflix, so they not gonna let. Come on now, they ain't gonna let Sailor Moon
Listen,
Netflix. No,
they bet.
you already know that animation studio's like.
I need
no, we got
them
it.
to just come out with like a Netflix with just anime on it all day. I'd be like,
It's called Crunchyroll.
no, I don't want Crunchyroll. I don't want Crunchyroll no more.
I mean, if Netflix is gonna dip their hand in it a little bit, they may as well just go all the way and have their own little section for it, you know?
Exactly.
I mean, most of the anime on there, they're not producing. They actually kind of buy them outright.
Mm-hmm.
I think the one that they did, a few that they did buy, one of them horribly went belly up, which is Cannon Busters.
Oh yeah, yeah. I liked that one though.
I think
I'm not
it
gonna lie.
just, I think it just milked its first season too hard.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Because I like the character of Philly the Kid,
yeah.
but and I also think that they didn't properly market Neo Yokio correctly.
Mhm.
But we don't talk about Neo Yokio no more.
Just like we're not gonna talk about this no more. Can we get rid of that,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah. Okay. So Spain is going to be cracking down on video game loot boxes. It's blamed for pathological behavior. Spain isn't very keen on too much gambling, and definitely loot boxes. It definitely works that line. And with a lot of games, it brings a lot of that pay to win mentality. So I'm all for it. Some of these loot boxes are just super predatory.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about him on the fence because I agree it is super predatory, but then you got some people who actually like have self-control, and there is a risk within everything that's enjoyable. So,
Right.
I think when it comes down to stuff kids have access to, you
Oh,
got
yeah, maybe.
yeah, because like I remember there was a story where a kid had Pokemon Go, and then you like ran up $2,000 in microtransactions on the
Oh
phone.
yeah.
Yeah, so
I've personally babysat a kid who got a hold of his mom's credit card and spent $3,000 on Zwinky.
a
Mm.
what?
Ooh.
I'm sorry, a what now? What was that?
On
Some sort of cake?
on Zwinky, some weird ass avatar site.
I'm so no. Whatever you just said, that should sound like some sort of foreign meal. Say that. Say that shit again. What now?
Zwinky.
Man, that shit sound like a fucking Teletubby. You lying?
Nope.
So Zwinky, the fuck is this shit?
Sound like a Teletubby.
Zwinky. So,
$3,000 on that.
Shit.
At that point, I'm taking the kid back to the hospital.
Mhm,
Putting
with the
him on the
receipt.
counter. I want a refund.
With the receipt. Yep. I don't want this one no more. It's defective.
Mm-mm.
Next, next story, my man. All right, so earlier this week, Sony's State of Play it came off, and so far the crowd was feeling Resident Evil 4 remake by a substantial amount. Then Final Fantasy 16, then all the miscellaneous stuff, then Street Fighter 6.
Mm.
Because
And
no
But that
one.
Resident Evil though.
I mean, my whole thing is we all knew Resident Evil 4 was coming, so I
Yeah.
wasn't excited for that. I was like, yeah, we
Listen.
knew this was happening.
For me, it wasn't the fact that, like, yeah, I already knew, but I've honestly, for me, I'm only excited because I've been a fan literally since the original second game dropped in the 90s. So every single time one has dropped, I've been super excited to play it, just to play it. So that's why I'm hype. I'm like, another
I
one.
I know one thing they not gonna remake. They not remaking 5.
I don't want that.
They
I don't want that.
they not
I hate
remaking 5
5.
and 6. That's it.
Yo, I detest
This
5 with a fiery passion.
this is gonna be the last of the remakes.
They better give me my code Veronica. Absolutely not. No, the fuck they
Oh
not.
Lord, right? Code Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Play with me if you want to. It'd be nice if they remade Outbreak too. That'd be fun.
Probably.
It would
Maybe.
be.
Especially with the way online gaming is now. Yeah. Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 16. I mean, I'm all for it. Now, the one game they showed in the something else column was like roller derby with guns. I was just like, that might be kind of cool.
I'd try
Like,
it.
I'll try it. And Street Fighter 6, okay, sure.
You mean
Even though
Street Fighter like 20 something? That's what the fuck that is.
Yes.
well, that's what happens when back in the day you couldn't update a game.
Yeah.
So that's why there's
I don't
Street
care.
Fighters, Street
We've
Fighter
been
2s.
we've been far separated from that bullshit. We've long since had the technology. They could have stopped the shit back in like
The funniest thing is this is actually the shortest gap between Street Fighters, because Street Fighter 5 came out, I believe, 3 years ago.
I still don't care. How many versions of 5 came out between then?
No,
Too damn many.
no,
It's
there
true.
wasn't.
Super confusing.
Yeah, Benny, you're not wrong.
It just
Yeah.
updated. That's all.
Listen, I'm tired of Street Fighter. I'm tired of Tekken. We need new storylines. Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
As much
There's
as I
new
love them.
Hey, listen. At least there's new characters.
Can we just get new games? Can
Listen,
we just
don't
get
be.
new games?
Listen, don't ask Capcom for new shit. Whoa. Take it easy. We're still waiting. We're still hoping and praying that one day they'll make another Mega Man game. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Yes.
Take it easy.
I would love another Mega Man game. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all would. Next
Yeah.
panel.
Fingers crossed. And they coming out with Dino Crisis, so oh
Now,
my god. All we need is Mega Man.
now, this is actually really personal for me. My one of my friends, Chuck Styles, great, fantastic artist, was behind the design for Madden 23's cover,
That's dope as hell.
and he's from Philly, and the dude, like yo, like the dude started at just making little sketches here and there. Then he started doing bigger drawings. Then he became a barber and was starting to put stuff in people's hair. Then he just started hitting the canvas, and this, like, yo, I'm just really proud of him. And I had to make sure I took some time out to let him know I care.
Shout out to that man.
Chuck
And
That's
Styles.
legit. That's what's up.
and I have one question though.
Mm.
Is the Madden curse going to affect him now that John Madden's on the cover?
Madden's dead.
Oh yeah, duh. Okay, that works. He's
I was
dead.
like, I was like, I don't know how that curse is gonna work.
True. I forgot. Thought he was still alive.
I don't think the curse works that way.
I hope it don't. We don't need zombies.
Anyway,
Ah!
wait, hey Demon Engine, do we have a senpai commercial queued?
Yup.
Yeah. All right, y'all. This is the Geek Report. We're gonna take a quick break to pay some bills. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hey, and we're back. Make sure you check out our wares at amerimemedia.com. Next panel, good man. All right, so the voice actor for Star-Lord in the Guardians of the Galaxy game right now, he says there's no DLC or sequel in the works yet. Now, the Guardians of the Galaxy game was very well liked and very well reviewed. The problem was it was in the shadow of the failure of the Marvel Avengers game. So far, I've actually been playing it because it's on Game Pass, and it's really fun. And if you love the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, this feels like it. It really does feel like you haven't like you're just in the movie now. So sometimes it's like that. Like the first outing for something puts such a bad taste in people's mouths that the second one, which is surprisingly better, ends up suffering.
Yeah.
It reminds me of how Stallone's Judge Dredd was really weird and campy. So when Carl Urban did the reboot, no one saw it, but it was actually awesome.
Such is the life as a second child.
Oh shit.
I can't with him. Demon Engine next, please.
Am I wrong?
He's not.
Not at all, sir. Not at all.
This piece actually came out of the Xbox Design Lab. Of course, the Xbox Design Lab, where you're allowed to customize and stylize a controller of your own. This one actually was made by 3 of their head designers who also are members of the LGBTQ community. And of course, with it being Pride Month, bam.
That's dope.
Hey,
The capitalism, though.
like
Everybody got to get a piece. That's always how it's been. It's always going to be.
It looks colorful.
Hey,
it looks cool. And as a member of the Alphabet Mafia,
gang,
I feel like I'm being assaulted with gay.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I started shaking my head like, what is this monstrosity? As soon as it popped up.
Like, it has everything on it.
It's too much.
It does.
I feel like it's a rainbow Kamehameha just shot at my face.
Taste the rainbow! Ah!
It's gay unicorn vomit.
You know what?
Like gay unicorns don't just spit up rainbows like regular unicorns. They spit up like gay flags, like all the gay colors.
Wild.
That's what that is.
I mean, to be honest, I think this is probably going to be the most subtle one to come out of this month. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
uh,
this is like their most subtle. So, you know,
this is breaking my gay little heart. Mm.
I'm about to just start celebrating my birthday in July. 'Cause I'm tired of being assaulted by gay all month. By capitalist fucktards.
hit the next demon. All right, so Sony has finally started to want to put more of their games on PC. Of course, God of War is currently on. It's currently on PC. They just announced that there's going to be a remastered Spider-Man and Miles Morales coming to PC as well.
I know
Hey, that boy.
there's gonna be dope things in the mods for these games, but there's also
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be ridiculous, retarded shit like the fucking Homer Simpson in Flanders mod.
yep.
I remember that.
Listen, I don't think any mod will ever be as wild as Skyrim turning the dragons into Macho Man Randy Savage.
Ooh, yeah.
Did you forget about the
Thomas the Tank
Zelda
Engine.
mods?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Shrek riding a Thomas the Tank Engine while fighting CJ from Grand Theft Auto.
I
This shit was
can't.
ugly.
I just can't wait to see someone do Miles from Into the Spider-Verse mod.
Yeah, that's gonna look pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure someone's definitely going to do that. And
Mhm.
Sony, thank you for folding and just starting to put some of your stuff on PC. It's just a smart move.
Very smart.
Like they were like hella stubborn.
Get on your shit, Sony. Don't let Microsoft win. They have evil plans for the future.
Sir, if
So
they're
they
on a
evil
computer,
plan.
if they're on the computer, they already won.
Oh, they're not.
True.
Not yet.
Yep.
But next panel. All right, so for some weird reason, Sony thought since the meme community was memeing about Morbius so much, they decided to put the movie back in 1,000+ theaters this weekend. Why?
Yo, I remember going on Twitter. I haven't even seen this movie. I remember going on Twitter and all I saw as it was trending was it was trash, it was trash, it was trash, it was trash, it was trash. I took my 2-year-old to see it and even she said it was trash. I was like, God damn.
I watched 45 minutes and gave up. And I, mind you, for our group, I'm the movie guy. I gave up. Done. Good. I'm good. And the weird part is, I'm like, Jared Leto, I like you, but I want you to really think about some of the choices you make when it comes to these roles. Because on paper, this movie probably also looks like ass.
And he probably just took it thinking because he's Jared Leto, he can make it better.
Yeah.
She's like, no, man, this ain't it. Like this was a really bad Man Bat story. Like no, like if this was DC and it was a story about Man Bat, it might have been something interesting.
But it's not.
It's like a really bad music video.
It was a waste of money and time.
And 30 Seconds to Mars has great music videos. It's next panel. Just look at him. Look at him. I'm like, what?
I can't take him serious.
What is this face? Is this come hither? Is this drop the draws? Or I'm hungry?
I don't know. It's giving me
It's
very
giving me
much.
really
Tonight
bad.
will be the night that I will fall for you. Oh,
It's giving
yeah.
me really bad Overlook Hotel, but made for a Lifetime movie energy.
Oh my god.
Here's a
Jamie!
wholesome. Now here's a wholesome story. Now,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
now a while back, Jamie Lee Curtis said she wanted to officiate her daughter's anime cosplay themed wedding, and that happened earlier this week. Look at
Good for
everybody.
them. That
So
is amazing.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
and Jamie Lee Curtis still wants she still wants to be in a live action One Piece. So I don't
Ooh.
know. We just got to see how this first one goes with Netflix.
Listen, I'm all for
Uh,
Jamie Lee Curtis. I'm not for these fucking live action animes because they always turn out to be garbage.
I'm gonna disagree because a few of them were actually good.
Which
Just
one?
I actually did enjoy Cowboy Bebop.
Man, I
Okay, you got me
enjoy
there.
Cowboy Bebop.
And then that's the one that they decided to discontinue. But you got me there.
But
That one
that's
was good.
because that's because like more people were shitting on it for not being just like the anime than actually
Mhm.
watching the show.
What's
But
crazy is I didn't see nobody doing that. Everybody, like when it was trending on Netflix, I mean on Twitter, everybody was pissed. Like, what do you mean there won't be a season 2? I didn't see a single person bash it.
well, I can't say the same for Facebook.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fuck Facebook.
Uh, I'm not gonna say that. Hello to our 18,000 fans on Facebook. uh, we still like you.
I
Next
don't.
panel. All right. So this is rumor mill. Jason Momoa is in talks to join Marvel because apparently there's some concerns happening over in DC, and let's be honest, with recent
He's
news.
afraid he might get attacked by his coworkers, so of course he wants to go over.
Oh my god! Stop.
Oh God.
I'm gonna
But
keep it 100.
She might
I,
poop on his couch in his trailer.
I don't know, man. Because last thing we need to hear is about Zoe Kravitz beating the shit out of Amber Heard behind the scenes of. And next you know, you just see Lisa Bonet throw a steel chair from off camera.
I can just see her get the same ass whooping the ball got from who tackled Dave.
Oh my god, I can't. But listen, we love the Aqua Bro, and honestly, I don't know who he could be in the MCU because right now they have someone else being Craven the Hunter in another film, so that's out. Damn, because all I could see for him
Yeah, I
was
don't know who he
Craven.
could be either.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to save some speculation another day. I'm gonna have to sit on that one.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna have to
just
sit
yeah.
on it.
um
Maybe Beta Ray Bill. I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about this. I
Sabretooth?
don't want to end up attracted to another
Ooh,
Marvel
Sabretooth.
character.
Yeah,
Right.
Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Mutants will be arriving.
True.
1
Yeah.
point for me.
Yeah. I can see
I
it.
mean, he is tall, so
Yeah, I met him a couple years ago for my birthday for Wizard World, and I got my picture taken with him. He's massive.
Same.
And,
right.
He gave me my shirt.
yeah, he seemed like such a cool person because he had some people trying to get him together for the photo ops, but he was playing with the kids. Like all the little kids were like running around him, and he was just like, like kids. And they were like, Jason, no, you can't play with the kids. You got to take pictures. Like it was cute. It was real cute. But
Love the Aqua.
he's tall.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so last week we talked about favorite Star Wars video games, and they took a poll, and number one is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, followed by Star Wars Jedi The Fallen Order. And I was just
Yeah.
like, all right. Force Unleashed is at number 5, and I'm just like, that's fair. And of course, Star Wars Battlefront 2. And I was just like, just I was just like, all right, I can't really argue any of this because I still think that Knights of the Old Republic is a superior game.
I've never played any of them, and that's all I hear about that one. That's why I'm sitting here shaking my head like, yeah, that makes sense because that's the only one that I've heard that so many people fucking love.
Mm-hmm. It's all good. And the funny thing is, I don't like a lot of Star Wars. Like I played a lot of them, but I don't like them. I don't like all of them. I like. eh. It's like a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, man.
I'm just here to be a Sith and cut shit.
Yeah.
Be Sith and cut shit like my name is Miyamoto Musashi.
Well, I mean, at least the Force Unleashed definitely gives you a lot of the slice and dice. Because Jedi Fallen Order, as the gameplay is great, but it's like, oh yeah, these lightsabers don't cut through everything like you see in the movies and cartoons and other video games.
Blasphemous.
That's
This
because
is
they had.
blasphemous.
That's because it was like they had to make it very Dark Soulsy, but with Force.
No, because then I don't. That just sounds like a very
It's not as
horrible
difficult
game.
as any of the Souls though.
Oh.
Just
Now that just sounds more blasphemous. If you're gonna make a Souls type game, it has to be on a Souls type difficulty.
That sounds even more blasphemous.
it's all good. Next one. All right. So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet got a November 18th release date.
I don't know which one I'm gonna get, but I'm so excited.
I
Well,
haven't
you better
seen
be
it.
ready to fight because they getting around. This is around Black Friday territory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm finna just pre-order it and have that shit delivered to
Yeah.
my fucking house.
Yep. There you go. Pre-order. Fuck it.
you got me chopped. I work for Amazon too. I'll get the hookup for myself.
Mm-mm-mm.
But I'm gonna have to get both. Purely off the fact that those are like two of
See,
my favorite colors.
I keep doing that every time they drop a Pokemon game and it has like two. Whenever I do buy both. Like right now, I have Sword and Shield. I'm trying to stop that habit.
I don't do that normally. I only do it because again, it's my two favorite colors. When it came to Sword and Shield, I just went Sword.
Yeah,
All I
you
know
choose
is attack.
violence.
No defend, only attack.
But that's
You always get both. Gotta get
hey,
both.
listen. It's too many damn Pokemon out here for me.
Plus, that gives me a reason to use my Switch again instead of having it sitting in front of me, dead, looking at me
Mine
sad
is
and shit.
literally right next to me. I use mine all the fucking time. I've got so many games on this shit. I love my Switch.
I've been on an Elden Ring binge.
Yes. Next panel. All right. So Danny Elfman's birthday. He turned 62, and I did not know he was this tatted the fuck up. I didn't.
Yeah.
Mind you, in my mind, I'm just like, oh yeah, he's the singing voice for Jack Skellington. I didn't like I've never seen him with his shirt off, so I didn't expect it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Sir, put some respect on his name. He is a living legend.
Yes, he is. I just didn't look. I didn't know he was inked the hell out. I didn't. Normally, whenever I see him, he's always in a whole suit.
True. Except for when he sings.
Yeah, and this was Coachella apparently. But more power to him. Next one, we got another couple of birthdays.
Next, no, I need more tattoos.
Okay, This week alone, Zachary Quinto, Wentworth Miller, and Kevin Feige. Damn, it's some like, yo, what do you get Kevin Feige for a gift?
I don't know
Like,
the man.
Because it's like he seems like one of those people who is like, yeah, I'm good. It's
Yeah.
just like I feel like he's the type of person who's just happy with like really thoughtful birthday cards.
Either that or the tears of DC fans.
There you go.
It's like, hey, I got you a replica of Superman's outfit. Great, something to shoot at.
They don't nobody want that shit. Superman to me is just Homelander, and Homelander is just Homelander. Like they both the same to me, and I hate them both.
I feel like he sits in a chair and just plots evil shit. Like, someone bring me Henry Cavill and the suit, sir. He's busy doing The Witcher. Do as I say.
Henry Cavill in the suit.
Like, but happy birthday to them, man. Next panel.
Can we get a Hyperion Marvel movie?
No.
Or a Century Marvel movie? Just to
No.
beat out Superman's movie? Why not?
All right.
Doctor Stranger Things. What the hell?
Of course, Stranger Things came out, and things have not the full season. There's two 2-hour episodes left.
Yeah.
And so far, everyone's been loving it. I'm loving it. Without giving it away, things got really scary really fast.
Yeah.
Like,
hell yeah.
And the only thing the best surprise performance, because I didn't expect it, Robert Englund.
Yo, when he popped up, I screamed. I was like, ah! I mean, we probably should have saw it coming from all the Easter eggs, but
now see how we're not spoiling it all? Take notes.
Not all of it.
We said a name, but we didn't give full context.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to the next.
What?
Let's move on to the next.
However, it seems that some of the fan base from this influential fan base have decided to attack Moses Ingram online and send her the most horrendous racist DMs. And I heard some of them this morning, and it just broke my heart. Moses is a brilliant actor. She's a brilliant woman, and she's absolutely amazing in this series. She brings so much to the series. She brings so much to the franchise. And it just sickened me to my stomach to hear that this had been happening. I just want to say, as the leading actor in the series, as the executive producer on the series, that we stand with Moses. We love Moses. And if you're sending her bullying messages, you're no Star Wars fan in my mind. There's no place for racism in this world. And I totally stand with Moses.
We will resist.
And furthermore, some of these dudes are trying to say, oh, she's not that talented. I'm like, this actor comes from Yale's acting school. Her last role she played off of Denzel Washington in Macbeth.
Listen, she did a great job in that. And I'm speaking for her because you can find this all over my Facebook page. I don't like her acting in this. And the reason why I say that is because it's like, I don't know if maybe she's supposed to be playing, like, the reason why I'm getting the disconnect is because how do I put it? She don't feel like an evil guy. She don't feel like a bad guy to me. It feels like she's forcing it, or she's trying to be a bad guy. But then again, that
her
character
might be is trying too hard.
Yeah, trying too hard. So that's where I'm at. So maybe she is doing her job for me, but that's my only beef with it.
I'm just more concerned about who in the Empire is doing braids.
Right?
Braids. That is the tightest hairstyle in a galaxy far, far away.
Yo, them box braids. My bitch was looking bad though, and the
Right.
armor was clean as shit.
Might be
Like,
more of a reason to head to the dark side. They out there doing.
Listen,
Y'all out here in rags. We out here in drips with the style. Like, come on now.
listen.
like, is
Come
there
over
a
to the
like
swag
what?
side.
Like, is there a droid that does braids? I gotta see. Like, I'm curious now.
I need to know. And another thing that pissed me off about this, like, of course, no one's liking the hate that she's getting. But of all of the aliens in this universe, y'all mad black people are a thing? Are you fucking kidding me? We
And
had a
mind
little
you,
green motherfucker running around not too long ago. We was all cooing over it, but you mad at a black woman?
Yeah.
That's because
mind
the
you,
moon demon despise us night skins.
Night skins.
and mind you, there's such a finite amount of black characters in Star Wars. I still got it. Like, my favorite sketch Donald Glover wrote on Saturday Night Live was the Black Star Wars Characters Convention, and it was all of 3 people:
Mace Windu was one of them.
Lando
That's my nigga.
Calrissian, and Finn.
Yep, that's it. And they all men.
Unbelievable. One of next piece. Yes. From
This
our
is
people,
good.
our people at Nerds and Hip Hop. You know, I love me some of them.
Yeah, I loved it.
Hey, I was in the middle of jamming.
Make it, kicking down the door and we burning niggas naked. Cost $1 million. Sitting on the beach and the only thing I know is the furnish I'ma take it. My bathtub lift up, my walls do a 360. We got this shit
This shit was too good.
in the spot. Real niggas say that they be wild. We leave the Cayman Islands on it.
Please, folks, if you're on TikTok, please check out Nerds and Hip Hop. I love these guys. They kill it. They kill it every single time. always gotta have a little music interlude. And our last piece. Now, a few weeks ago, we had Tifa. We had a Tifa statue that was a little over the top. Demon, do we still have that one? It's the 10-second clip. There was there's a Aaron Yeager dick hanging.
Yep. That one was wild.
And I think and now we got the chick from The Ring.
And I would get that one. Crawling out the TV. I would
Listen,
get that.
look, that's a little too thick now. Come on now.
That's thickalicious. Leave her alone.
Like in 7 days,
I mean-
you're gonna get something.
I mean, one, I would get it. 2, why?
What?
Why you think the team is gonna be so big, Corey?
Oh my goodness. God. But listen, folks, that has been the Geek Report. I know we all had a good time. It was entertaining and informative. I want to thank everyone for being here today. I know you're about to go run to the movies, so make sure you tell people where they can check you out at.
Yep, I'm on Instagram as KikaATX model.
Thicky Smalls.
You can find me on Facebook in the International Black Fire Club group. We're all inclusive, Black exclusive.
And of course, we're Amerime Media, AmerimeMedia.com, and of course, across all platforms, AMERIMEMEDIA. This has been the Geek Report. We wanted to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit that bell and that subscribe button, all that good jazz, and I'll see you later.
Deuces.
Peace.